What is going on, guys? It's Panda here, and we are back for another episode of Shuffle. And I apologize if you hear any noises in the background. It could either be my phone or Xbox, because I couldn't be bothered to turn it off. So if you hear the bloop, it's probably someone just signing in. Anyway, let's carry on. Or they could be telling me to play the beta, the Destiny beta, because that just came out. And for anyone who is of the Destiny beta playing type, or anyone that has an Xbox, PS3, PS4 or Xbox One, the beta is public, so anyone can download it. So go and play it, because it's a great game. I feel like I just worked for Microsoft, or not Microsoft, Bungie. I feel like I just worked with Bungie for about 10 seconds there, advertising their game. There are lots of stores centered toward the youth, as well as supermarkets where we can buy groceries. Rin-chan, I don't believe I've got my mic set up correctly, just give me a moment. I'm sorry if it's all muffled and weird. Okay, we'll try that. I'll move it slightly up. There we go. Asa senpai? Someone walks toward me with light steps and calls my name. Hey girl. Her bright, energetic expression is very much like her. Are you shopping for ingredients for sweets again? Sweets? As a mentor of Kaid, Asa senpai's cooking skill is extraordinary. No wonder she's the leader of the cooking club. Especially the cakes she bakes are the best in the world. Since she likes cakes, she bakes them often at home too. She appears in this shopping arcade often for purchasing ingredients for making sweets. Too bad, you're wrong. I'm going to meet Kuriha. I found a very good cake bakery. What about you, Rin-chan? Are you going on a date with someone? Not yet, girl. Jesus, we're only into the 3rd episode. Give me some time. Gotta work on my game. I'm not going anywhere that excites you. I'm just here for shopping. You are so secretive. I think it's a crime that you still don't have a girlfriend, despite the fact that you're surrounded by 3 gorgeous girls. Make that 4, baby. Hey. Oh, look, I changed your expression. Oh, it's because she was asking me if I was a homo. By any chance, are you homosexual? Get out of here! I'm a healthy straight male. I'm interested in girls. But I have to admit that I usually stay calm because Itsuki is always around me. He is way too passionate about girls. What about you, Asa senpai? I never hear any rumor about you with guys. You got me there. It's not that I'm not interested in guys, you're a lesbian! Aha, I found you. But I'm always hanging out with Kuriha. So the guys usually pay attention to her. Kuriha senpai does stand out, or at least something of her body does stand out. Am I right? Guys, am I right? Am I right? It's okay, you don't need to answer, I know I'm right. She has long, gorgeous blonde hair, soft, pretty eyes, and a beautiful voice. She's definitely on the top list in our academy, but I wonder why people aren't too crazy about her. My, maybe it's that. Perhaps the hallucinating habit is hurting her reputation. Could be. But I think you are pretty high class too, Asa senpai. I don't think Kuriha senpai is winning over you. You are both very pretty. Her facial temperature rises rapidly. I think it's cute how she reacts to the comment like this. Well, what do you expect, Rin? I mean, that's practically, flirting now. I think you have a talent to seduce the girls. He said one thing. Hell, if it's that easy, I'd have so many bitches. But I don't. Because it's not that easy. This game is a lie. But I'm not going to give you anything just because you complimented me. Damn it didn't work. Shit. I'm not trying to get anything from you. I honestly think she's not bad at all. As two singles, do you want to go out on a date with me now? Hey, don't fool around. You just told me that you were meeting Career-senpai now. Oh, you still remember that? Asa-senpai sticks her tongue out and smiles. I guess my attitude is the reason she won't look at me as a member of the opposite sex. I'm leaving now. Let's go eat some cake together someday. Will do, Asa. Will do. I think it'd be fun to be with her. Oh, it is. Trust me, my man, it is. But I think I'd be exhausted. Oh, you would be. I start walking the sunlight way alone. I search for the clothes I like while walking in the crowd. I window shop for a while, and just when I'm getting ready to go home, something stops me. It's the arcade in the middle of the street. I see a catcher machine in there. Those things are fucking impossible, I tell you right now. They are impossible. You know, the ones with the 3 claws and you gotta jiggle it over the bit you want and then it goes... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And then just as it looks like it's picking it up from the tip of its hand, it drops it. And then you walk away in shame. And then some little kid comes up after you and just does it straight away. And then you kick him in the face, steal the doll and run away. Or maybe not, I didn't mean to do that. Why do I keep doing that? An interesting girl is standing in front of it. Hello, interesting girl. I've never met you before. Nothing is special about her, but she catches my eye. It's not very nice. Nothing is special about her. She has purple hair and purple eyes. Purple eyes are awesome. Primula, I would have chosen you this path, but I can't. I literally can't. No matter how much I try to choose you this path, it'll just reroute me to Kaid's path. So, yeah. I'm sorry, you have to wait. She has 2 long ponytails on each side of her head. She looks young but mature. Her body is thin and small, and her ears are uniquely long. She looks like a doll. Lolicon. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold. I need to take a drink. She is staring quietly into the catch machine. It's filled with stuffed kitty cats. Shut up, Xbox. I told you this would happen. She's not playing the game, just staring in there. The whole scene is like a painting, and I continue to stare at it. You can't catch young girls in the catcher machine. Don't tell me what I can't do, Itsuki. You're not my mother? Someone taps my shoulder and I hear a familiar voice. I turn and see my bad friend. If you really want young girls, I can introduce 2 or 3 girls to you. Why do you know young girls, Itsuki? Fucking pervert. Did you just say something outrageous? Rin, everything that comes out of Itsuki's mouth is outrageous. I know ladies as young as teens and as old as 40s. I'm sure I can hook you up with someone from the age group that interests you. I mean, you can't really say as young as teens. I mean, 19 isn't really that young. I mean, you're still, yeah, okay, you're young, but in this context that Itsuki is referring to, the young as teens, why am I dissecting Itsuki's language? It makes no sense anyway. We don't like him. He's a pervert. You think I'm into young girls? You don't need to be ashamed of yourself. Young girls have their own beauties. You just have to control yourself not to go too far. I know there's nothing I can say to correct you. Just say whatever you want to say. Mr. Lolita pedophile. I need to battle you for that one. Be responsible to your own words. You told me to say whatever I want. Come on, open up those fists. Your short temper is your bad habit. Itsuki makes fun of me and forces my fists to open. I wish I could kill someone just by thinking. You stick with one of those the daughters of the devils or gods and they might just be able to do something like that for you. Huh? Suddenly, Itsuki looks away. He shakes his head while looking over my shoulders. I take my earlier statement back. I guess you caught her. Huh? As I look behind me, I see the little girl grabbing my clothes. She's grabbing my shirt and staring at my face without saying anything. In any normal situation, this would be a rather scary moment. What is it? She stays quiet. She continues to stare at me while holding my clothes. Oh, this is a fucking riveting conversation. Rin. A small voice leaks out from her lips. Rin? She speaks again. I finally realize that she is calling my name. Yeah, I'm Rin. Do you know Nerine? Are you Narine's friend? Her body moves suddenly. She starts holding my body tightly. Okay, this is weird. There are people around. This guy is staring. He has no face, but he's staring at me. Someone's gonna call the cops soon. I guess you might be popular among young girls. Hey, this is not a time for joking around. I finally found you, Rin. What do you mean you found me? Don't worry, Rin. I'll always be your friend. I won't deny your preference. Don't be saying something that might be misunderstood by other people. I found you, Rin. Hey, little girl. She hugs me tighter. It's as if she's a lost girl who found her mother. I ain't no mother. For starters, I'm not no girl. I'm not no girl? Wait, no, I'm not. Okay. For good or ill, Nerine is sweeping the street in front of the gate of her house. It's for good, trust me. There's no ill in this. The princess of the world of the devils is sweeping the front with a broom. This scene seems extremely strange to me. Hey, everyone's got to do house chores, man. Nerine. Good morning, Prince Sama. Are you okay? You seem awfully tired. Nerine stops sweeping to peer worriedly at my face. I'm exhausted and I'm possessed. Nerine follows my view as I look toward my feet. Then she finally notices the double ponytail that's holding on to my clothes. Rimchad? She raises her voice. Homunculus? Right. She was created by the collaboration of the world of devils and gods. Primula here has extraordinary magical power. I never would have thought. She does? I look at the little girl drinking juice beside me. She looks like an ordinary devil girl. We are now in the living room of the Fiyu family. I invited Nerine and the King of Devils in order to ask about this little girl who followed me home. I gotta say, I just noticed this. It must be really awkward to sleep with ears like this. I mean, wouldn't they like poke into the bed? It seems like it would be really uncomfortable. Maybe you would need to like get a knife and cut out a little shape into your mattress, and that's where you put your ear. And then maybe tie yourself to the bed so that you don't move around and change position while you're sleeping, making it even more uncomfortable of a sleep. I don't know. I just thought, maybe. We are now in the living room of the Fiyu family. I invited Nerine and the King of Devils in order to ask about this little girl who followed me home. Be careful. We know for sure that she has extraordinary power, but we have no idea how to control it. Oh god, the yawns! Ah! If she explodes, the whole prefecture will blow up. There's no limit to her power. I'm sorry, I have a little too much energy today. So she's like a walking nuclear weapon. But she's a clean weapon that won't spread the radiation everywhere. Would you like another cup of tea? Yes, please. The King of the Devils smiles and pours some tea inside of my cup. Wait, why are you serving tea for me? Where's my house bitch? There she is. I'm sorry, I should be serving for you, but Mayo-sama insisted. Don't worry, Rin-chan. My hobby is doing chores. I'm good at doing this. Furthermore, I love doing this! Are you really the king of the devils? Ha 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 ha! I look nothing but a king. I look like nothing but a king. I bet the number of devil worshippers is decreasing. Does that mean that he's contributing to the world peace? My wife and Nerine won't let me do chores at home because they're worried about what others might say. Yeah, I would be worried too. Look at you. You don't look menacing at all for a king of devils. That's why I'm in charge of doing the chores on my weekends. I now know that the humans' impression of the devils was totally wrong. Yup. I should get rid of all my stereotypes. Else I'd be shocked to find out the truth about many things. Anyway, why did they make a homunculus? We needed someone with tremendous power for our magical experiments. I can't even... Wait, I gotta check that real quick. Oh god, excuse me! Oh, I did that wrong. That was supposed to be the King of Devils that said that. I apologize. I just noticed Nerine came into the picture and maybe thought that that was who was speaking. If this magic is put to practical use, it might change the existence of the three worlds 180 degrees. A total of 3 homunculi were made. They were all made under different methods, but the first 2 were destroyed because we couldn't control their extreme power. Ah yes, but someone else was born from one of those, just saying. Just saying. That probably means that they died. The king and Nerine are both wearing a serious expression. Ahem, Asa. Primula is the youngest of the 3 homunculi. She doesn't like interacting with others, but she likes Nerine-chan for some reason. You can think of her as Narine's sister. Primula continues to eat her cake with a blank expression on her face. She seems like an ordinary girl. But why did Primula-chan come to this world? I think we better ask her that. Primula? She looks up at him and as he calls her name. She starts speaking while she eats her cake. I came here to see Rin. Her silent eyes look at me. I see my face inside of her sad purple eyes. I wanted to see what he's like. I've heard so much about him. Rin-chan. Narine's concerned, soft voice wraps around Primula's small body. Primula still continues to look at me with no expression, just like when she first saw me. I guess she's been interested in me after hearing about me from Nerine for a long time. What shall we do with Rin-chan, Ota-sama? The king of the devils smiles softly to his concerned daughter. We can't force her to go back to our world. I think we can let her live with us for a while and see how it turns out. You know, I mean, if she explodes the earth, then, whatever. We tried. At least it didn't blow up the world of devils, so, you know. Dog eat dog world, I guess. However, our experimentation is not over yet. She will need to go back to the facility again eventually. He speaks while looking at Primula's face. Primula shakes her head to refuse. Hey, you ain't got no say in this! I'm going to live here. Doubt it! What? I want to stay here. Rin is here. Bitch, you don't get to just invite yourself into my house. Who do you think you are? She grabs my sleeve while talking with her expressionless voice. Her tight grip represents her strong emotion. Rin-chan. Rin-chan. The king crosses his arms and starts thinking while observing Primula's reaction. After only a few seconds, he comes up with a solution. What do you think about having a cute pet, Rin-chan? She's potty trained and you can also use her as a hugging pillow. Are you crazy? Perhaps he planned this from the beginning. I'm sorry, but I'm a freeloader in this house. It's not up to me. I look at Kaid for help, but she smiles gently. God damn it, Kaid, why you gotta be so inviting? I wouldn't mind if you're okay with it. It's exactly what I expected to hear. Can't you at least think about it for a while, Kaid? So, what should I do? Take her in, don't take her in. Take her in, don't take her in. I feel like, seeing as how you can't actually get to Primula's path without taking the Rin's path, so obviously there are some ties there, so I'm going to, I'm going to take her in. Definitely going to take her in. I don't really have a reason to refuse here. Even though I'm pretty sure no matter what choice I clicked there, I had to take her in regardless. Plus, I feel bad to reject her since she came all the way here to meet me. Okay, we'll take care of her. I take a pause and nod deeply. Rin. She has no expression, but somehow I feel like her voice sounded a little happy. The King of the Devils and Nerine went back home soon after the sky started turning red. I'm sorry, it's getting late, but I'm preparing dinner now. Please wait for a while. She pours tea in the cup as she speaks. Primula stares at Kaid as if she's seeing something strange. Well, this is awkward. Nice to meet you, I'm Rin Tsuchimi. Kaid also smiles at Primula as I introduce myself to her. I'm Kaid for you, nice to meet you. Rin. Kaid. Primula looks at Kaid. Are you his maid? Basically. She's making a big mistake. Absolutely not. But she does everything a maid does, so... kind of. Let's not use that term. But it's pretty close. You think it's funny? It's the same thing, isn't it? I'm taking care of you. Am I the only one who thinks this is wrong? Yes, Rin. Yes. Primula. Yep, that's you. Nice to meet you. She speaks without expression. However, for some reason, it seems to me as if she's being shy. Perhaps she has emotions, but doesn't yet know how to express them. Yeah, nice to meet you. I pat her small head with my hand. Her face is not changing, but she seems to be happy. First the Fayu family, and then the Tsuchimi family. Now another family member is added to this house. I wouldn't necessarily call her family yet, but if that's the way this household is going, then so be it. Anyway guys, I am going to call it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to delete this one before I stuff anything up. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.